Thank you all for coming. I understand there's a lot of Phil's friends here and his family, so if you knew Phil or are friends with his family, if you could raise your hand for us so we can do a special welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This makes today even more special. I'd like to thank so many people today for making this playground possible. The playground we opened today is a result of a dream of a 14-year-old boy over 30 years ago. Phil Thomas' idea to build a place where children could play and be happy. Those were his words shortly before he passed. Our community rallied together to fulfill Phil's wish. And 9 months after Phil left us, the Glencoe Park District dedicated the first Phil Thomas Memorial Playground on this site in November of 1984. More than 30 years after we dedicated the first playground, many of the original supporters have come forward, sending us touching tributes on social media, beautiful emails, stopping by to share stories in person, and even in the case of Little Phil, where's Little Phil? Little Phil, right there, and Phil's brother, Doug Thomas, came all the way from California. Thank you for coming.
And Jim.
And Jim. Thank you. I cannot begin to describe Phil's remarkable impact on the Glencoe community, so I'd like to share a few remarks from the Thomas family. These were sent by his mom. While we are not able to join you today for the celebration and the rededication of Phil Thomas Playground, we send our heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the Glencoe community for continuing to honor Phil's wish to build a place where children can play, have fun, and be happy. Phil was a very loving, kind, and funny guy. He loved his family and friends immensely and did not have an unkind word for anyone. He had a great sense of humor and enjoyed a prank or two on his friends and even his teacher. I remember the time he brought a realistic-looking mouse on a wooden spool. When he pulled the string, sending the mouse across the classroom, his teacher jumped on her desk. Phil loved it. He also loved the game of hockey. When he was first diagnosed and we began to talk about his illness, his first concern was that his treatments might interfere with hockey practice and games. We worked it out, and he played hockey for as long as he could and loved every moment. Phil spent many hours with younger children teaching them the game. One little player, a budding goalie, shared with Phil that he had a fear of the puck coming at him. Phil told him that when he saw a puck coming at him, he mentally tuned it out and turned it into a butterfly, and then he wasn't afraid. That little boy went on to become a star athlete. Phil was also a leader in a rock group called Up the Wall. He loved music of all kinds, especially The Who and jazz. This beautiful playground has been and will continue to be a very special place for our community to gather and enjoy life. Thank you all for continuing to honor our remarkable son and his wish. With affection, Thomas family. Bill, Kitty, Jim, Doug, Barge, Al, and family.
Thank you, Lisa. I would like to thank the Thomas family for sharing these stories about Phil. Since 1984, Shelton Park and the Phil Thomas Memorial Playground has been a Glencoe destination throughout the years, with kids, parents, and even grandparents enjoying the park on a daily basis. The new Phil Thomas Memorial Playground stays true to Phil's wish for a place for kids to be happy. The treehouse design was unanimously selected by the Board of Commissioners and the Glencoe Park District staff. The same sentiment was echoed when we presented the plans to the community, especially when we shared the preliminary pictures with the kids. It's unusual to get everyone behind a design concept immediately, but this park once again proved to be very special. I'd like to tell you a little bit about this new playground. It's made from 40% recycled materials and built right here in the United States. The Treehouse playground features new swings, a new engineered wood fiber play surface, a new water fountain, as well as a 2 to 5-year-old and a 5 to 12-year-old nature-themed play structures with slides and climbing areas. The sandbox even includes fossils for the kids to dig up. We're proud to introduce 3 new fitness pods at the south end of the park, which includes an elliptical, a sit-up bench, and a pull-up bar. And we're very proud to introduce the Expression Swing, a new type of swing designed for babies and adults to be able to swing together while facing each other. It's really the first of its kind in the Chicagoland area and already a hit amongst the young children and their parents. I would like to say thank you very much to the Hitchcock Design Group for their creative design and to Landscape Concepts for creating these play pieces. I would also like to thank the hardworking crew at Eleanor Construction and our Chris Liner, Director of Parks, and his Parks Department staff for working on the playground. Thank you, guys. I would also like to say thank you to my fellow commissioners, Lisa Brooks, Andre Lerman, Dudley Onderdunk, Seth Palatnik for their vision throughout this project. Finally, I would like to thank the Glencoe Park District staff for spearheading the project, as well as the Village of Glencoe, the Friends of the Green Bay Trail, and the Glencoe Community Garden for their support throughout this project. In Phil's words, the only thing that matters is to do, and to do it well. Looking around, I think we've done pretty well.
Don't even care if anyone sees me dancing like I can.